Hey YouTube, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking the video. It's so good to see you again. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dude's a Monster. Today we're going to be talking about the Season 4 update for Call of Duty, and specifically with Warzone. What happened? Well, what is wrong with the game right now? I mean, it seems like it's been kind of a disaster. Up front, I haven't really played much of Season 4. First of all, I apologize for being a little MIA over the last week or so. We've had our end of season baseball tournament with my son going on, so I've been pretty busy with that. But to be honest with you, I also have been spending a lot of time playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. If you guys have been by the live stream, we've had a lot of fun doing that. But I did want to make a video and talk about some of the things that I've seen, I have been following and trying to pay close attention to the update, and was kind of waiting it out for them to fix a few things before we returned over to play some Call of Duty. But with that being said, thank you guys again for clicking on the video. I appreciate you so much. Let's go ahead and get into this. Season 4 of Call of Duty Warzone, which started on May 29th, launched with various bugs and problems impacting player experiences across different game modes. Today we're going to focus on specifically issues with Warzone, but it's been just about a week since Season 4 launched, and the game has been marked by a range of reported bugs and issues, as evidenced by recent community feedback and official patch notes. As of recording this, some issues are still relevant, with some having already been addressed and others still under investigation. Voice chat icons remaining visible from previous matches, the social menu incorrectly displaying at the main menu for friends who are in a match. The social menu is awful, by the way, for years now, and I argue that the first stone on the road to bad experiences for any online multiplayer game. Overlapping control text for console and PC for the customized operator screen. Problems with purchasing the Black Cell Battle Pass, impacting access to seasonal content. Connection issues when linking to Call of Duty services, affecting overall game access. A lot of this has been resolved, but some of these issues are still reported to be occurring by some players, at least according to my X feed. The inability to equip some attachments to some of the newer weapons, limiting weapon customization options. Game crashes when editing loadouts in the pre-game lobby. Intermittent performance issues, such as stuttering and lagging post-update. Though a recent update on May 30th did mitigate some of this. Crashes occur if a player has a parachute customization equipped. The squad widget occasionally shows incorrect cash amount, impacting in-game economy tracking. The third-person infill-only option is disabled, restricting view preferences. Custom loadouts and other player data may reset after a match. Again with this keeps coming up update after update, and it has to be one of the most frustrating experiences I've ever had. It alone has caused me on some nights to just say nope and turn it off. Season 4 of Call of Duty Warzone has faced significant bugs across various aspects, from global interface issues to mode-specific gameplay disruptions. While some problems like disconnections and performance stuttering have been addressed, many still persist. The game has been a disaster. Have I missed anything? Let me know in the comments if you're experiencing any of these issues or if there's any that I've missed. Let's talk about the cheaters. Ricochet, what happened to the report system? Player already reported. There's been massive reports of players not being able to report other players for suspicious activity. They click in the report menu and it says a report has already been submitted. But does that mean that you have credit for a report that I submitted, or has someone else already reported this player and they're awaiting review? I'm sure some of that is to try to mitigate a backlog of accounts that need to be investigated, but this just goes to, again, why we need more open communication about how these systems work. We don't need to know how the fine details of the anti-cheat works, but if you want us to be the police on the ground, letting you know who you should take a look at, then a streamlined communication pathway between the two of us needs to be in place in order for these things to be more effective. You just throw something new out there and you don't tell anyone what it is or what it's about. It's clearly not a bug, right? I don't know. We haven't said anything about it. So, okay. And what about players showing up in future matches that have been ricocheted? If you haven't seen Tactical Brit's video, I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below. But they had an instance where they were playing with some players who had been visibly ricocheted within the match, and they thought that they had been shadow banned or permanently banned, but then those same players showed up in their next several matches. So somehow they were circumventing the Ricochet system. I'm not sure what exactly that was or the cause of that, but it's something worth taking a look at it, because something is wrong very wrong with Ricochet, it seems, this season. I don't think the cheating is something that truly is that bad unless you're probably a streamer getting actively griefed or sniped or one of the top 1 to 3% of players in higher skilled brackets. But the PR nightmare that is the fact we're in an age of one cheater might as well be 1 million to the average player. And the studios are losing the messaging battle in that arena as well. Don't believe me? Let's hear from Nade.
My God, everybody's... Is that a... What is this? It's a default Fang? How come his shit isn't moving, bro? I want to know. Because when I have a Fang in my hand, that thing's got more recoil than fucking...
Knocked one on the roof.
Right. And
Oh,
that's gotta be a
yes,
Cronus.
sir.
I'm being dead serious. That is the... I'm calling Cronus, bro.
I love your crash outs.
That right there is 100% a Cronus, brother. I'm telling you, bro. If I pick up a Fang and I shoot it, I can hit one shot and then it's done. I'm getting a fucking Cronus, bro. I'm over it. Everybody's cheating, dude. Everybody's fucking cheating. Oh my fucking God, dude. I'm about to tweet.
Yo,
you break your leg?
Paid to throw
You
the
broke your leg?
for sure.
No,
He broke his legs, bro. He broke his...
Brother's in his villain arc, and I love it. I don't know what is wrong with Call of Duty. I'm not a software dev or a game dev, but it feels like at this point, either one, they're running skeleton crew over there with no one to work on addressing things in a much quicker manner, or two, they're really and sadly totally incompetent, or three, they actually truly don't care. I'll leave it to you to decide which one of those that you believe, but something is not right. Rumors were floating around the launch of Season 3 in Verdansk that if the mode didn't do well, they may scrap Warzone altogether. People argued over what that meant. No more Warzone at all. Back to the drawing board. Is Call of Duty actually going to die? I don't know what the answers are, but the first place to start, in my opinion, is the low-hanging fruit. Let's make sure menus work and function and are aesthetically pleasing. Don't put ads in my loadout menu, further making that more confusing than it already is. And if you've ever taught a new friend how to build a loadout, you know what I mean. Then they come out and drop some bogus message that we somehow accidentally, not knowingly, or purposely injected testing screens for ads of store items in the loadout menus. Testing screens? What were you testing? So you weren't intending to make that a feature, at least eventually? Why lie about it? Maybe they don't know it yet, but lots of things are on the horizon and dark days could be ahead for this game truly if they don't start treating the fan base like people and respecting their time and money. Just keep testing the needle. But look, I love Call of Duty. I always have. I've been playing it as my main game since 2003. I wanted to succeed because I have played just about every other shooter game that's been on the market in all that time, and nothing has ever, at least for me, hit the mark like COD did. But lately, the gameplay isn't enough to keep me as invested. I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 since Season 4 launch and having the absolute best time there. More about that coming in another video soon, I hope. But to sum up what this is all about for me, Call of Duty, if you're listening, the community is tired. We are broken. We don't want to fight or scream or yell. We just want to play a reliably secure, safe, consistent first-person shooter game that feels like we're connected to our friends and the world, all sharing the same experience. That used to be your mission, no? We brought back a lot of old players with the Season 3 drop. Lots of my friends came back, and new ones who didn't like Warzone or ever play it started hitting me up for tips and for some matches. I know some of the Season 4 issues have been addressed already, but we can't keep consistently pulling the pin on a hand grenade and tossing it at everyone and calling it seasonal content updates. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate you so much. Please let me know what your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about the future of Call of Duty? Where are you at with the game right now? Are you enjoying it? Are you having fun? Are you dealing with these bugs and these issues? If you're still watching the video at this point, thank you so much for that. Truly. If you enjoyed the content, please leave us a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're currently, as of recording this video, 21 subscribers away from reaching our channel goal of 500 subscribers and making YouTube partner, at least the first tier. But we would appreciate that. We would love to see you come back around the live stream, come back and hang out with us. Like I said, we've been playing some Star Wars Battlefront 2. We're going to jump back into some Call of Duty here soon. It's good to be back. It's good to see you guys. And until next time, have a good one. See ya. Peace.